Hello everybody, I want to talk about a piece of software called CMUS. So CMUS is a small, fast, powerful console music player. It's written for Unix like operating systems. I'm using it on my Linux system. So why do I like CMUS? Well, for starters, is it because it's like application in the command line? Kind of. I mean, some applications work really well in the command line. Like this one works really well in the command line, but browsers don't work at all in the command line. Well, I mean, there are examples of browsers working in the command line, but they are terrible. They just break all the time. So CMOS, it's a really small application compared to other applications out there like Spotify and iTunes. Do people even use iTunes? I don't even know. So yeah, it's just you can just clone it into your where you can have your source code and just modify the source code as you want. Go to all open source. You have all the C code here. I'll give an example of me using it. So yeah, I'll bring up the keybind. So you have your typical BIM keys, J and your K, to go between them. You can go between whether you go into the specific songs or not. They hit it in the tree mode. You can also expand it so you can see what albums the artist has made. So if I go into like Sabaton, I can expand it, see all the different music Sabaton has made. I can also go into have a nice library here. I don't really use this one because it's very ineffective. I can also use playlist. I haven't actually set up any playlist because I don't really use playlists, but it's useful for those who use them. Play queue, I don't really use that either. A browser, like a file browser for adding things, I think, yeah, for adding. And you have your keybind. You can, I believe they're all rebindable, so if you don't like any keys, you can just rebind them. One I did think about rebinding here was tab, but I haven't rebounded that yet because the default keybinds, they're alright enough, I suppose. So, you might wonder, I'll just go back here and just, play something, for example. So, let's get, yeah, let's get that going. So yeah, I can just play something, and you can see how I have it in the status bar. I did have to refresh DWM there because I don't know why. Sometimes it speeds up a bit. I might need to look into that. So if I go into my DWM block, not DWM blocks, wrong thing. Yeah, status bar. Yeah, so if I look at my music, you can see I use something called CMUS Remote. Now this is just a modified script that somebody else wrote, but I've just modified it myself. So I can get the artist name, I can get an icon, I can use get the title, and what CMUS Remote does is I'll bring it up. Yeah, CMUS Remote. I should also probably disable the stuff there. CMUS Remote, it allows you to send specific commands you want to do. So if you want to play, if you want to pause, if you want to pause playback, if you want to stop it or go to the next song or go to the previous one, or you want to repeat it or shuffle or modify the volume. So I have personally used it, like I've set up my keybind so I can just unpause, continue, like so I can unpause it, I can have it playing, I can go to the next one, I can stop, very, very nice, it's very useful. Is it something I recommend? Yes, I do recommend it. I personally quite like it. I'm one of the kind of old-fashioned people who just prefer having the MP3 files instead of streaming the music. But if you like streaming the music, I'm not sure if that's possible. I mean, you can control it through a socket, so maybe it might be possible. I recommend taking a look at it if you use a Unix-based machine. I think it might work on. I think it might also work. Let's see. I don't know if it works on a Windows machine. Yeah, I don't think it works on a Windows machine. I mean, you're free to give it a try, but it's probably not going to work on Windows. The only issue is I, well, not actively maintain anymore. I mean, that's not too big of an issue, but because it's a very fine piece of software on its own. So yeah, that's about all I wanted to talk about. CMUS, I highly recommend it. It's what I personally use for listening to music in the command line. I hope I've given it a good look over. So if you're interested, do check it out. If you're not interested, don't check it out. Stick with Spotify, Spotify, or continue being an iTard. Just that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's all I have. CMUS, check it out. I'll catch you later.